Well, hello, model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Raul, and this weekend I'm just working on my Demon here and doing the blackout stuff. So, many of you have expressed interest in how I do some of this stuff. So I decided I would, film it as I'm kind of going along here. Now, what I did do is I did brush on the inside. Now, a lot of this is very well hidden, but some of it's visible. So that's why I blacked out certain areas and some areas I didn't. Because once I put the chassis in, it's right up to the edges. And you can't see any of that stuff, which normally I would paint it all anyway. But I fitted it in and saw very little of it was exposed. And then when the spoiler was in there too, it covers a lot of that as well. So that's why I did some of that. But I did start brush painting. I brushed the whole back section there and cleaned it up here inside that. This side, I've done one. I left the tape. I didn't pull it off yet, but I used the tape as a guide to give me the nice clean line like I did on this side. So this side has a really nice clean line, but that's actually brushed on. Brushed all in there, and then the front, glued that in. The grill I did glue in after I did the detail painting and stuff, but I did brush paint into that line, and I had to touch it up a little bit, along with inside the scoop. But I'm going to mask this off and airbrush this. You can see the dull spots where I sanded the little bumps out, just did a real quick, smoothed it out, because the semi-gloss is going to cover that. And I'm not doing anything back here, but I started to mask back here so you can see. I put some tape on there, started to trim it. Matter of fact, I can see I need to trim a little bit more right there. The camera lights make it a little easier to see what I missed. That's good to know. So we'll get that removed. There we go. Yeah, that would have jumped out at me after I painted it. But I'm going to spray this next with my airbrush. And then I'm going to do this side and this side. But I'm doing them in sections here. So I'll do this. I'll give it a little bit of time to dry. That's why this video is going to stop and start quite a bit. But I'll get that done. Then I'll come back and I'll mask these. These I may do both sides at one time because I gotta just flip it over. But like this one, here, let's pull this off and see how this came out. So all right, didn't come out as clean and smooth as I wanted it to. Usually I'll pull it off a little bit sooner while it's still wet, and sometimes it won't peel like that because this side I did it almost right away, right after brushing it. But this side I let dry a little bit. I got some spots to touch up here too. But anyway, touch-ups are common. I'm saying this is not going to be, one shot and it's going to be perfect. So sometimes there are areas I got to touch up. But I'll get the rockers done, get this done, and then I'll do the hood last. But any kind of cleanups, it's real easy to clean it off with this clear. So we get just some more masking tape to keep the overspray from getting on some of the other stuff. And I'll go outside and I'll shoot this, and we'll just keep doing little updates here and there on this one. So I will cover this up. I'm sure many of you masked before, so this shouldn't be anything new here, but just trying to control where the spray goes and what you cover up. So, and a bunch of light passes, not one thick, heavy pass. So there's that. Roll that over. Okay. That rolled over in there. Okay. And one more small piece. There was a small piece exposed right in there, so I'm going to shoot that and come around and do all of this and protect it as best as I can for the rest of it. It's all right. We'll continue on outside and show you the results of that here in a second. Okay, while I just shot this, you can see it's still wet, but it's slowly drying. I'll give it a few minutes to dry here, but one of the first things I'm going to do is start pulling this blue tape off, as I'm going to get it off as soon as possible. And then you can see where it got some overspray up in there. That's okay, it's easy to clean off. Oh, I don't want that tape to come off yet. So we'll go from this side. I'm just peeling it slowly and peeling it back, going across it instead of lifting it. You got less risk of pulling the clear off or pulling any of the putty when you pull it that way. It's okay. Give that a little bit of time to dry. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm using just testers. This is semi-gloss black right here. You know, I get it at Hobby Lobby. $3 a bottle now. I usually stock up when I go there. I get 2 or 3 of them because I use a lot of this stuff. And also, well, not really. The enamel thinner and brush cleaner, the testers, that's what I'm thinning it with. Yeah, I got 2 bottles here. This is one I use for my brush cleaner, but this, I have a fresh clean bottle that I use for thinning the paint. So not to confuse you, just make sure that you know that I'm using fresh clean thinner when I thin it, not the one I'm using for brush cleaner, because I don't want the contaminants in there for obvious reasons. So this is dried a bit more. So let's see what happens when I pull some of this off. Start with this side. Here we go. So there's that one. All right, set this down. Throw that away. All right. Now we can see how clean that is. It's pretty clean. This side's really clean. Now I did get a little bit of overspray up in the wheel wells here, a little bit on the body, but definitely got some over here. But one of the things with this paint, this clear coat, just take my Q-tip and just polish it right off. It comes right off. That's one of the benefits of me using this Real Automotive Clear. You just polish it right off and it cleans right off, because it doesn't stick very well to it unless you sand it. Now, the other drawback of it is, while it's easy for cleanup in all these areas, it does scratch easy. You can actually, scratch it right off with your fingernail. Matter of fact, sometimes I've used my fingernail just to do this with a piece of this to clean up a nice clean line. I've done that up here and across the nose here, as far as anywhere that the brush got too much of it. So it cleans up really nice and really easily. So I'm going to give that a little bit of time to finish drying. You see it's turning more and more satin. But that's why I like to pull it off when it's still fairly wet. And you can clean it all off, and then anywhere there's some of the black possible overspray, but it polishes right off. So pretty cool about that kind of stuff. But so there's that. So I'll pause it for a second. let that dry, mask these off, and then go shoot that. Then I'll end up doing the hood. So we'll move on to the next step, but I gotta give it a little bit of time. That's why it's kind of time consuming, but I'm not rushing myself. All right, here we go with the next section. You can see I got it masked. Some of it's starting to dry now. Now, when I do this kind of stuff, got to pay close attention. I'd say airbrush control, knowing exactly where your airbrush is and where you're spraying, and keeping in mind where your overspray might be going. As you can see, I didn't do a full masking job, but those of you guys, if you're not really sure, cover as much of the inside of this or things that you don't want paint anywhere. I'm kind of taking some gambles here, but I kind of know where it's going and what it's doing, and just being real careful with it. So, and it doesn't mean I'm not going to have issues. Just because I've done something many times or even gotten away with it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to get away with it every time. All right. Okay, got that far. Let's get this off. So, extremely happy with that side. You see some of the overspray in here, as I mentioned. I could cheat, polish it out, clean it up. Of course, the tire being in there will hide some of that too, but you know, got a little bit over here. But the spoiler goes right here as well, so it hides that. You see some of the overspray over here where the shooting this way got to it. Anyway, let's keep unmasking this. If I can. There it goes. You can see there's a little bit right here, and I could do something like this with the toothpick. Not pushing really hard, but get it in there and clean that up a little bit too. Just wiping it right off of the clear. So let's see where else. Forgot the front here. So I talk about this clear gives me cheats. It looks like I got some up here. That's more glue. Yeah, that's glue residue. But lots of constant cleanup and prepping. So there's those. So the last thing I got to do is mask and paint the hood. But before I do that, let me just give that more time to set up and dry before I do any of that. All right, well, here's what it looks like before masking for shooting the hood, just to give you an idea how I did that. And I'm just gonna be shooting pretty much straight down and then getting a coat on this. So we'll go outside, I'm gonna spray it, and we'll see how she comes out. All right, here we are, brand new and wet. Oh, and try not to get paint on your finger and then stick it to the body, but again, using this clear coat, I can remove that pretty promptly. As you can see, I got a little bit of overspray up here. Maybe you can't, but that'll polish out as well. So let's get some of this off. Right. All right. It's still kind of wet, so it'll dry and it'll give me more of the satin finish that's right here. So give that some time to dry. But this is pretty much done. You can kind of see where the overspray got up here, but that'll all polish off and I'll take it all off. Like I mentioned, kind of an easy way to cheat with this. But let's use the cleaner side. You can see it comes right off, but I'll do the polishing cloth and stuff and get it off. It's anywhere where there might be a seam or whatnot. But, like I mentioned, kind of a little bit of a cheat there. But we'll let that dry and we'll see how all of that comes out. So we'll let that do its thing. So you guys, thank you for tuning in, subscribing, and all your comments and everything. I really do appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time.